And whether you like it or not, we are back for some more commentary over this great basketball. I'm Tom, past my prime Vanderhorst. And I'm joined by Tyler. You should have seen me back in the day, Hoeksema.
You should have seen me. But here now I can live vicariously through my niece, number 2, Julina Hoeksema. Here she goes for the jump ball.
And swatted away by Grace, but it will be PICS ball. It's going to take us a moment here because PICS is now in black and CREDO is in white.
Yes, so Jenna DeHaan, one of 4 cousins on this team, is going to bring the ball up the court and send it out to Julia up top to Lucy. Esther surveys the court. She's going to drop it under the hoop, and Lucy just saw it in time. Big block, though, by the post from CREDO. Big defense.
Grace coming off of winning MVP at Provincials, very well deserved. Had such an incredible tournament, especially finals, and she will be a force to be reckoned with on both sides.
Well, if that defense was any indication, we're in for a treat watching her. Lucy with the great rebound, gets it back up top, and okay, shot clock violation. It was reset when it shouldn't have been, so it'll be CREDO ball.
Parkland looking to put some pressure on CREDO players right away. Once again, we mentioned this during the boys game, but these are 2 provincial winning teams playing off against each other. And while, you know, this is just a friendly game, it will certainly come with a lot of bragging rights and you know, both teams, both schools, both provinces sizing each other up, saying, okay, what can you do? What can we do?
Yeah, this is very exciting for everybody involved, I think. So PICS is going to bring this one in here. Sideline inbound. They have a few inbound plays that they run from there, and it looks like we're about to see one, but she decided not to throw that pass over top. Esther's going to pass it back up top to Jenna, and she'll try to get to the rim. A nice spin move and scoop, and that one doesn't go. Great rebound.
Well done by Michaela, chased by her cousin as well. Something in the water that year for that DeHaas family. Well done by Grace. Good turn, but just can't get it to go.
Yeah, great looking hook shot there. But yes, there are a lot of people of the DeHaas family in this gym right now, and a lot of them are playing basketball and doing it very well, I should add. There's Julina Hoeksema looking to take it strong to the rim. She decides to kick it out to Julia, who looks for 3, just catches a little bit of rim.
Yeah, I don't know if you were aware of this, Tyler, but you know, I'm actually related to all of them as well, so, you know, make of it what you will.
Yes, you must be very proud and less athletic.
Well, it skips a generation, right? So.
Right, I've heard that.
CREDO running into some shot clock. No well, didn't run out, but then, yeah, still nothing came of it. Both teams still trying to find their way in this game as Parkland goes for a 3.
Yeah, that was Lucy Kippers looking for the 3 at the top. Doesn't shoot a lot of 3s, but she does hit them every once in a while. PICS really likes to run this man press. They'll match up man to man because they know that they've got a lot of depth and they can run a lot. They've got a lot of kids that can come on and do the same thing. And there you see an unforced error based on that pressure.
Hard luck for CREDO, and that will be certainly a factor because CREDO comes in with a bit of a shorter bench tonight. Yeah. Again, part of that is because of the travel, but they also had a smaller bench throughout the year. They'll be used to being forced to run, but PICS will bring a lot of pressure onto them over the night.
Oh, look at that drop in, but what a block by, that's Grace, right?
Grace
Poor
Broom.
Tim, very wonderful defense there.
And you will certainly hear that name over the course of the night.
Yeah, I can already tell. There's Jenna at the top, looking to bring it into the key. She does a little hesitation and scoop, but look at that, another block by Grace Pruitt. And here's Julina Hoeksma looking to put it in, but we are still deadlocked at 0.
Yeah, beautiful drive by Jenna there. You thought it would go. Looks very comfortable driving in. I'm sure she'll get her fair share of points over this night. Here comes Natalie Pruitt, Grace's twin. She goes for the 3 and hits it. Well done by Nat.
Yeah, that's a great shot there. Very confident looking stroke as Jenna brings it back over. They're gonna swing it out to Julia, one of their main 3-point threats, and she's gonna spin into the lane and kick. And Julina Hoeksma is gonna look to attack. Gets it out to Esther, who drops it up top for Lucy. Good attempt there, but great rebound by CREDO.
Well done by Micaiah. We're going to see 3 subs coming in for Parkland. And you know what? That's early, but that could just be the coach trying to tell the players, hey, look at that. There's a CREDO player that's already made some blocks. Let's look out for this. Let's watch what we can do down low, or else keep it outside. Also shows a lot of confidence in the bench as well.
Yeah, and PICS is able to counteract a little bit of height here as they just switch off one 6-footer for another, which is a big advantage typically. Good rebound there. Julia Dorton surveys the top. That's cousin number 2, and she's going to drop it off for Julia to Kyra at the top. She doesn't like what she sees from up there, so she'll get it to Esther. And down to Layla, cousin number 3, who drops it to Kyra. Great move, and looking for her to elevate there. No rim, so that is, shot's got to come off.
Oh, well done.
Trading threes.
And then the pressure mounts. So 3-3. Michaela rushing it up the court. I apologize in advance when I mess up between Michaela and Micaiah, and it's just going to happen. Grace muscling her way in and puts it in. Well done by Grace.
Yeah. Oh, pushing the floor real quick here is Parkland, and Layla's going to lose the ball, but they recover it. They've still got 14 seconds to work with. Going to do a handoff at the top, and she's going to take it in. And great defense there by Grace, but great pass to Kyra.
Done. Way to find that open person there. And the pressure that PICS is bringing on these girls is impressive, and it forces a turnover.
Yeah, and it's just a man press, but it's actually almost harder to break sometimes when they're all so fresh and they can play that man defense full court. It becomes very difficult to fight against.
One grade 12 coming out, and along with Micaiah Zietsma, and 2 coming in, Miriam Popta and Maddie Grimm.
So they go over top to Julia here, down to the other Julia, who's going to look for another. That's 2 for 2 for Julia DeVries. She is starting off well.
I believe in the pregame, then it was mentioned that she hits the 3s, didn't she? Well, she call there, Tyler.
Yeah, and she hit a 3 with about a minute left in the provincial final in a 2-point game, so she knows how to do it at the right moments too. So that it's early and it's only 1 foul, but that's a foul on 14 for CREDO. That would be Grace Pruitt. So we'll see how that develops. You don't want that count to get too high too early in the game.
Well, and the way she plays, she's always digging into those scrappy areas, just playing tough, giving it all she has. Unfortunately, the fouls do come. So, but she also knows how to limit her fouls over the course of a game too. That being said, unfortunately, that's 2 for Grace, and PICS will step to the line.
Yeah, and that is probably the game plan that CREDO's seen a lot is attack, right, to try to get that foul trouble. Kyra with some really good steps there to get into the lane. However, it looks like that is only 1 on Grace. I must have been mistaken. All right, Kyra misses her first. She's going to look to extend this lead to 4 here.
9-5, and CREDO takes a timeout. You know, I'm sort of just realizing now as this game unfolds and these players find their way into this game, just starting to realize how good we have it here. We can expect to see just a great game, and we're only just started here. So a lot of skill being showcased, and that's just going to continue as the game goes on.
Yeah, nine of the 14 points have been three-pointers so far. Obviously, we got two teams that can shoot, and it started out that way. But like you said, it's always interesting to see how the game plays out, what different strategies the coaches want to employ, and you can see an early timeout here for CREDO to try to probably deal with that full court pressure.
Yeah, absolutely, and we saw it in the guys' game, right? There's an incredibly effective press that was happening, and then a timeout really relaxed the players, got them refocused, and slight changes in these great teams can really make all the difference. So
yeah,
CREDO will be hoping that can happen. But if I'm PICS, I'm going to continue on with the same thing. It's been working for them so far.
Yeah. Well, let's see what CREDO drew up here. They go all in the baseline against the same man press we were just talking about.
Well done by Maddie. Taking it up the court, finding the space. CREDO trying to find their way around a black wall that's really guarding that whole inside area.
Yeah, you could see CREDO's players started a little higher, got possession, and then set a screen. That was really well done there.
Well done into Miriam, who goes in, and her favorite spot, as we saw in the skills competition, and there's a reason why she took them from there, folks.
All right, here comes Julia Dorton cross half. Surveying, looking what she wants to do against another man defense on that side. Great play, dropped it into Haley Leffers, who puts it in high off the glass. Nice shot.
Nice shot, and her opponent bit, and so she had to had an open space to put that ball in.
It is difficult over some of the size that CREDO has under the hoop. Even if they're not blocking the shots, you've got to get it up and over top of those long arms, right? And that alters a lot of shots. You see she had to go way high off the glass there.
Still a strong press. CREDO makes it up the court. Michaela thinks about the three, and then thinks, well, maybe I should find Grace. Grace going for the ball, hurts her new friend already, and that's two. Unfortunately, those aren't the fouls that Grace really wants to take, right? She always wants to get that loose ball, get control of the ball, but you know, in your opponent's corner after a turnover, it's maybe not the time to be drawing or causing a foul.
Sometimes those plays are 50-50 and it's incidental contact, and there's Janessa from the top, just about banks it in. But yeah, those fouls can be hard to avoid, right?
And I believe that's cousin number 4 as well.
Yes, that was also cousin number 4, that's right.
I mean, the other 3 got a shout out. I figured I had to.
Oh, they tried to go over top from the sideline there. Little mid-range from Haley, and that one's good too. She's got 2 early buckets here from the same spot, just about.
Michaela looked long for Casey Lionhorse. Casey graduating this year and will be playing for Columbia Bible College after this, following in her sister's footsteps. Turnover, and now Parkline goes up.
You know that little. When it's hard for a defense.
That's the 4th foul for CREDO now, but PICS has been able to stay off of the score sheet in that way. For now, the press is really causing a bit of scramble and a bit of hesitation from the CREDO players. I really don't expect that to continue. They'll find it. It took the boys a little bit of time to adjust and to find their groove, both teams, and I would expect the same thing will happen here.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just been a lot more shot attempts to this point, which is probably the fouls so far.
Georgia Hoekstra coming in. I believe this is her first year of playing basketball. She's more of a soccer player, but just a joy that she brings to the team. Such a team player. And her heart.
Kippers.
That pressure for sure. Michaela thinks about it, finds Casey. Over to Miriam. It's also really neat to see this end of the here where a little bit 12's watch. Already
up there, but the ref on that one. Back to the refs here.
We're hoping it's back. Tyler did leave to get a new mic. We will get on this. A number of you have been texting my wife, giving updates, probably a lot of complaints about the things I've been saying. But if it is working, let her know, and then she can tell me if it's working. Okay, I'm getting the heads up from our IT guy, our tech guy, and apparently it's working. In the meantime, here we go. We've got a game in front of us, a minute 15 left. Tyler, are you back? And we might just be back as well. So we're hoping that the mic is going to help us out.
Oh, it's working now. Okay. All right, well, PICS is going to look for another three here. Julia's just on fire. I mean, she just does not miss sometimes, let me tell you.
That is impressive. Yeah. 48 seconds left, 19-8 for PICS. Great shooting from PICS, and the pressure that they've put the CREDO players under has been relentless so far. CREDO just a little bit off with you know, making the foul that doesn't normally always happen, and the pass is just out of reach. They will adjust, and they will be better in the second quarter. I'm pretty confident about that.
Running a little play to lob it out to Julia on the far side. She misses her first one of the day. She's 3 for 4 now. And the other Julia Dorton, will travel and give the ball back to CREDO.
Hey, if I know anything about basketball, it's you pass it to the player who's hot, and right now Julia's just been sinking her shots all the time. Grace charging in, and that is, yeah, coming in with authority. She misses the first one and goes up. And there could have been some contact there, but she'll charge back. 6 seconds left.
A lot of elevation in that little hook shot of hers, and looking for another buzzer beater here. She's just a little bit long, and that'll be the end of the first quarter. 19-8 for PICS so far.
Crowd appreciating the efforts from both teams. So we're hoping that we will be back with our commentary. We can't say it's good, but we can say that we will try our best.
Yes, yeah, it started out pretty awkward. I think if I was to analyze what we've done here tonight, the start of the boys' game, I will probably avoid that one. I won't rewatch it. But I think it has improved with time, and hopefully it is now a stone's throw from being okay.
Yeah, always approaching expectations. Story of my life as well. Although, to be fair, I can't think of a better duo from different provinces who haven't seen each other in roughly a decade, you know, just sliding in. You know what? I think we're doing a great job.
I think so too, and you know, it's there was a day where we knew each other pretty well, and I'd say we didn't skip a beat here. So this has been a lot of fun to see you again and to do this with you again. And it's you know, those guys that you can just see every once in a while and nothing changes. It's one of those guys. Speaking of which, I just saw an alumni from CREDO walk in who had moved to Edmonton. I'm not sure if you know, but Dave Rolleman is in the building.
Yeah, I saw him. Never much of a basketball player. He was always more of the soccer type, but yeah, gave him a big hug. I mean, I've been running into dozens and dozens of people saying, "Oh, hey, look at that," and yeah, it's really neat that this can draw us all together. So.
Here you can see the chanting beginning here in our break. We're just waiting for CREDO to draw up a little bit of a game plan here to counteract some of the things that they've had trouble with going into the second quarter. They'll need a good second quarter here to get things rolling a little bit.
You know, when CREDO hosts this in 2 years, I would assume, Tyler, that you would be coming out. I think that, you know, I think it would be entirely fair for us to demand to have a booth. I've always wanted a commentator booth, you know?
Yeah, and I do think that would be fair, and I will be coming up with my moped. It will take a while, but I'll be there, and we will commentate.
Nice try by Nat for the reverse. Just about gets it to go. And CREDO is, yeah, maybe they haven't always seen this kind of height just under the net. They'll have to keep an eye on that, because Parkland certainly has has a lot of height right there to run into.
Yeah, it's not often you see a girls team from a school of this size with 2 6-footers. And right there you just see the advantage just rising right up above that defense with that 6'1" frame.
Natalie trying to direct traffic. Well done. Oh, but a block from above, but pulled in by CREDO. CREDO trying to slow it down. 17 on the shot clock. Natalie looking around now, and now goes for the reverse and gets it. Well done by Natalie.
Very athletic play there. Wonderful job. You know, I never quite made it to 6 feet tall. And just to rub it in, my niece, my firstborn niece, grew to be 6'1". My oldest niece has now outgrown me.
She'll be thrilled that you brought it up for everybody to hear.
She's very proud of her height.
Good, good, as she should be. CREDO inbounds. Natalie under pressure. Big screen by Micaiah, and hard luck there. I mean, Micaiah got there in time, and the Parkland player was doing everything she could to keep up, and wasn't able to look up and see Micaiah planted. And so well done by CREDO there. Getting the ball into Natalie again, just can't get it to go, and so PICS will take the ball.
Yeah, it's very difficult to avoid that contact. There's a very well-placed screen there by Micaiah. All right, a travel there by Esther, and so it'll be CREDO ball again on the baseline, looking to get something going here.
Parkland really trying to force the CREDO players into that corner as CREDO goes for another block, but this time not quite planted, and so Parkland draws the foul this time.
All right, so that's just one foul on the quarter, so they'll take the ball on the sideline. This is a great tenor, Eliana Vinorazandi here, getting the ball in. Gets it into Haley at the top to Jenna DeHaan, and she surveys, looks at Julia. She's going to take another three. This one's a little short, but they get the rebound. Jenna drops it into Julina Huxema, and she's a little short. Great rebound there.
Her shot is short, or she's short, because there's a difference.
I'm just going to ignore the fact that I got my niece's name wrong, too.
Yeah. So one of the nice things about these tournaments and you know, getting together across provinces, nice shot by Natalie, well done, is you also run into a few Dutch last names that you haven't heard before that don't appear in your province. So Eliana's last name, what was that exactly?
That was Vinorazandi.
I enjoy that last name. That's a good one.
Yeah, it is a mouthful. It's a toughie, and you know, very difficult for announcers in other areas to pronounce.
I'm sure she has stories of all the different pronunciations. Yes. She's going to end up marrying a guy named Smith or something. Boy, the pressure just continues from Parkland, but CREDO does make it up the court now and trying to get set up here. Michaela dishes it off to Natalie, who takes the three, comes up short.
Oh wow, look at that defense coming back. You can see PICS loves running up the floor through the middle like that. That was a beautiful pass, but really good backtrack there by number 14. That was Grace.
Grace, yeah.
Very good.
And those are the plays that often players do commit a foul there because they're trying everything they can to catch up and even block, right? Catch that player unawares, but then often do commit the foul. So well done by those girls. 21-12, Parkland. Michaela thinks about it. Oh, bit of pinball there, but Parkland ends up with it.
Looking to push the pace, and they're gonna. She threw a ball at that boy in the corner there. I saw the mullet actually kind of flip around his head like that. That was something to see, let me tell you.
I noticed he didn't do much to protect his friend, but yeah, no harm, no foul, I guess. So. Well done by CREDO there. Good turn by Michaela. She gets up into the offensive zone, taking a look over to Casey Leinhorst. Casey commanding traffic there. Just steps out of bounds. Casey was my TA for my PE class. Did really good, and I like to think that some of the teaching in PE really rubbed off on her as well.
Yeah, it's cool to see the students helping out in those roles too. We have some students who like to help out with reading in the younger grades too. It's just a great opportunity for the kids. Looks like Kyra's a little bit hobbled after that fall, but she's going to stay out there. And you see this token pressure from PICS. They're not putting on too much. They're just a little bit.
It looks CREDO hasn't quite solved the offensive problems quite yet. Natalie goes up again. Well done by Grace. Earns a foul, but they're more comfortable going against that press now, and so it could be a bit of a shift here. They still have plenty of work to do. Down by 9.
Sometimes what a press like that'll do is it'll trick you into playing a very fast game when you don't need to. So you beat the pressure, and then you think you need to take a quick shot. So you're playing the game faster. You're not running your half-court sets. So that'll be something CREDO will have to keep an eye on too, that they slow down and run their offense.
Got some shoelace issues, but everything's done, and it's not easy to tie your shoes in front of 200 people, 250 people who want the game to go on. Grace steps up and doesn't hit that again. Maybe it's the altitude, I don't know what it is, but
all right, here's Kyra's got it in the key. She's gonna dish it off to Layla, who kicks it out to Janessa. That's her spot right there, and she'll roll that one in. She's not gonna miss that one very often.
Michaela charging up the court, looking just like her bigger sister Jaylene did a few years ago. Jaylene also just a wonderful athlete. Well done by Grace. Great turn in the face of adversity and gets it off. I believe CREDO still has only Prooms scoring for them, so well done by Grace and Natalie.
That is a high-level move right there, and Kyra comes back with one of her own. But yeah, that spin move step back, I don't see that a lot. I have not seen a lot of those this year. That was very impressive. PICS will continue with their pressure, and they're just going to drop one person back.
Michaela taking a look. Just about. Natalie thinks about it. She's hoping to draw that foul once again, as she draws so many fouls. Well done by Grace to reel it in. Casey takes, and the shot clock goes off. Grace really wanted that ball back, but unfortunately the shot clock betrayed them.
Yeah, that was a good defensive stand there by Parkland. So we got 11-point game here. Like we saw last game, doesn't mean much at this stage of the game. Both teams have got to keep playing their game, and that can be erased pretty quickly. There's a miss from Janessa.
Grace charging up the court saying, you know what, I got to do this here. And I think it hit every arm on the court there, but CREDO does end up with the ball. Micaiah, don't let her size fool you. She'll look to dominate behind the three-point line, making a number of them in the finals. Crucial baskets that she made in the provincial finals.
I love to see that elevation that she gets when she lets that shot go. Very difficult to draw. It's a jump shot. She's shooting at the top of her jump. Here, PICS is going to run a play here. Let's see what comes of it. Probably look for something under the hoop. They've been attacking each time. So let's see what happens here. Drop it into Janessa. She's going to look high post to Julina, who's going to get way up, but she is short, and that's collected there by CREDO.
25-16, now a 9-point game. Michaela taking it up. A bit of a difficult one to go for, but she hasn't shown much. She's got a good shot. Unfortunately, it didn't quite work out, and so PICS will take the ball up.
All right, there's Julia across to Haley. Haley will drop it in the corner, and Janessa just can't quite get there. If you'll notice, you watch Janessa play, she does not stop smiling at any point.
I was going to mention that, actually, yeah. It's, reverse psychology. Make them think that you're nice and friendly, and then play like a you know, like a warrior out there as she scrambles for that ball.
Yeah, and she will do that. Almost picked off. Haley with the mid-range jumper. That looked very smooth. Very nice shot in motion.
Kaya taking a look. Finds Natalie. Michaela dishes it over to Micaiah. Micaiah takes a look, just about, but Grace reels it in and earns a foul.
That is a very impressive rebound. Is this her first time at the line today?
No, she did go up, and she did unfortunately miss 2 of them. And then I said something about the altitude. I don't know, maybe it's an excuse, but normally she makes them. You know, I'll bet you 25 cents she makes this one right here.
I'll take that bet.
You sure you want to go against Grace? Okay, 25 cents. You're my witness, folks. Hot dog. I'm on my way to $1 million. Double or nothing?
Yeah, I'll take it.
Come on, Grace. Boom. 50 cents.
She's gone and made a fool of me.
You know, I am so happy. I'm going to give her like 10 cents of that. She's earned it.
All right, here's PICS at the top. I will never bet against her again. That was not smart.
Good hands by Natalie. She thought about slowing it down, but said there was just enough room to keep on going a little bit more and a little bit more, and goes in. Just off of PICS, and so it will be CREDO ball.
We've got Julia DeVries and Jenna coming in now to the game. It's interesting to hear them strategizing in front of us while they're getting ready to go in.
Over to Maddie Grimm, who thinks about taking the 3 just about again. Good rebound by Grace, who just finds her way into those openings, right? And pulls in the rebound, gets it out to Maddie again. Just about.
Yeah, I've watched a lot of our girls' games this year, and I would venture to say that our posts have not seen a test like this yet this year. It's a battle under there on defense.
There's a reason why both of these teams are provincial winning teams. Oh, good battle. What's the ref going to call on this one? Okay, yeah, Grace came in, and often Grace and Natalie, both of those sisters are coming in, you know, with a couple of feet away from the hoop and just looking to earn that foul, right? Draw that foul, step up to the line, and, you know, the fans like it, the commentators get rich off of it.
I will bet you $50 that she makes this.
Oh, no, I don't think so. When I said no, I don't think so, I meant no, I don't think she makes the shot.
Yeah.
Well done by Grace. Okay, so 29-20. 9 points, and that it's held that way for most of this quarter here.
Here's Esther. She's at the top. Jenna's going to drop it into Julia, looking for the mid-range step. Oh, she hits it. That's a tough shot. She did a good job there.
Boy, she has a side that she likes to shoot from, and more often than not goes in. Well done by Micaiah to slow down and hit the brakes. Could have been traveling. If she was wearing her yellow Crocs, it certainly would be. Oh, Maddie runs into traffic in a huge way.
Yeah, tough to get a shot up over top of that. A little short there from Julia DeVries. They're really pushing the pace here. And back comes CREDO. She's got her head up. They're looking to push.
Nice try by Maddie. Maddie, great basketball player and also a phenomenal track and field athlete. That will be starting very soon for CREDO as well. So. And another 3 by Julia, unreal.
Yeah, she is living up to her nickname, Buckets. I'm exhausted watching this, I'm not going to lie to you. This is very back and forth. It's going pretty fast. It's a fast-paced game.
Well, off of a black foot. Yeah, that's just what I was saying. So, you know, I could have made that call anyway. 44 seconds left in the half. 15-point lead now. Those 3-pointers have just been killer. Mikaya looks for one. Unfortunately, a little long.
Oh, running back up the middle of the floor. Great job to catch that. And she's, the ref says that she jumped. It's tough to see, but again, just really good back pressure there by Grace coming back and making her think about a layup.
You know, the reffing has been good. I think even the number of the CREDO players would have been okay if that was called a foul on that one. But regardless, PICS ends up with the ball and retains their 15-point lead.
So 30 seconds about left here. Looking for 2 possessions, so they might take a quick shot here so they can get back. Oh, but they turn it over, and here comes CREDO.
Well, and you know what? It could just be a moment that really does spark some sort of hope, some sort of, you know, belief. As Natalie steps in, right, almost uncontested there.
Big 6 seconds here for CREDO. Let's see if they can. They don't want her to shoot. Oh, and they get it. Can they get a layup here before it ends? Oh.
Hard luck for Michaela. Well earned. Good run. Well done to keep control on that play. Just couldn't get it to go. So halftime, 34-21. I am been very much impressed by this PICS team and like what I see from them. I do see the CREDO girls having a better half. Will it be enough to get them back into this game and make it, you know, as close of a finish as the boys one was? Well, time will tell.
Yeah, and sometimes when you've got someone shooting 80% from the 3-point line, you know, I think Julia's 4 for 6. That the averages might kind of come down in the second half, and you could see things go dry, and that'll give potentially, if that happens, CREDO a real chance to come back. We'll see you in the second half.
this Western Canada championship game between two provincial winning teams, CREDO Christian Kodiaks from BC and the Parkland Emmanuel Penguins from Alberta. Both teams winning the provincials and squaring off. We got 1 half left. Can it be that we're already in our last half of basketball for the night?
Yeah, it has gone fast, that's for sure, but time flies when you're having fun, and here comes Parkland looking to start the second half strong. Quite often you find the start of a third quarter a time for one team or another to go on a run. It happens all the time, and don't want to be on the wrong end of that.
So. Well, interestingly enough, I just talked to Coach Vanderploeg from the CREDO boys with a packed gym and the players having to sit on the bleachers right amongst the fans. He said it's a little bit harder to get the boys off the court and then reset because the excitement is still happening while they're sitting off to the side. So something like halftime can really cool the players down. They're away from it all, just hearing their coach telling them, listen, this is what we need to do. This is what you're doing well. This is where we need to improve.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how CREDO responds here after that half, but like I said, 13-point lead doesn't mean much at this stage of the game, so let's see if CREDO can respond here. Here's Esther at the top, drops it down to Julia. She's gonna try to hit Julina at the high post. She does. She looks to kick it, and Jenna takes the three. She does not take a lot of threes, and that one's just a little bit off.
Wanted to make them pay for giving her that kind of time, just about made it.
And they've both been very close so far. You can definitely tell it's not someone you want to leave wide open.
Another rebound for Grace, and Michaela coming up the court. Oh. A little bit of hesitation from both. Always made. CREDO will pass it in. Oh, just free.
From 13.
Natalie.
And they've all been just right there, just looking for the next one to fall. So I think she's coming real close. So here's Parkland looking to come up. Look at that full court pressure here. And they'll just, you see, even just the one-on-one full court pressure causes that almost turnover there.
And Micaiah from CREDO, she will press all day long. She loves to do it. She loves to. I honestly think she enjoys playing defense more than offense, just because she can put so much pressure on her opponent.
There's a jump ball forced by PICS after they did just they got two there. They've been really trying to work the ball into the post here, continuing on with that game plan.
You know, that salad in a bag, that sounds pretty appetizing because I didn't have any dinner. I'm just realizing this now because this action is so good. But stop and play and then you realize, oh wow, I'm hungry.
People refer to taco in a bag. I may have misspoke, but yes, we offered them taco in a bag, but I mean salad in there as well, so it wasn't totally inaccurate.
We know you viewers love hearing about our dinner, so we'll just continue to bring that to you all night long.
There's Juliet. There, you can see they're guarding her pretty tight. They don't want her to get three off. And look, the boys are now getting into it, doing a great job.
Very well done by Micaiah. She charges up and does not hesitate.
Good defense.
36-23, 13-point game. Jenna. CREDO takes the three. To our going after loose balls, and usually it's the defense side of things that has gotten that hold of that ball.
Great ends, both of them working so hard to get these defensive rebounds. Julia's going to go baseline, drop it up top to Julina, who's going to go high, but just misses that. It looks like it's going to go to CREDO. We got 3 subs coming in. That would be Haley, Layla, and Kyra all stepping in. Kyra looks like she's feeling better. She was a little hobbled in the first half.
And one for CREDO, Miriam Van Popta back. Kayla lost. Nope. Calling it differently, but the one had a better view that Grace was able to put it off her opponent's foot, and so it did go.
Well, it shows you is that I would have seen that from the other side.
Yeah. By the defense there, in the right spot, but yeah, exactly. That's why you have 2 of them. That was a nice block by part. To Grace. And that might have been a hand, but they CREDO ball still.
You see that? Triple there. That's quite something. Nice play.
Oh. Well, I mean the battles are showing everything that they've got.
Pressure just looks very, very annoying and difficult to deal with. That is just such fast movement by Micaiah. Just incredible quickness.
She's also very good at writing a paragraph too, so
even more impressive.
kind of the complete package there.
Listen to those CREDO boys get into this and cheer their. That's great to see.
Oh.
I have never seen like a 3-pointer before, so we just witnessed something very special. And she almost, that was Julia Dorton.
Well, you know what? When you're she much.
Oh, she might regret leaving basketball, taking many threes. So last game, you might as well give it a shot, and she almost hit it.
You know, you mentioned that PICS hasn't really come across too many players like Grace, but to be honest, Grace probably hasn't come across too many like her opponents either. Both really tall and happy to stand their ground against a charge. Oh, well done. That looked like ball to me.
So that's something in basketball that does happen often. The taller player doesn't often get the benefit of the doubt, and there was a little bit of contact. So good hard work there by Micaiah, and she's going to take 2 here. But it is interesting that you say that. You know, there's not, like, if you look in this gym, there's a lot of height between these 2 teams, and it's not something that you might even see between 2 3A schools that are playing. There's more height here than a lot of those teams.
Yeah. Must be the salad.
Only if it's in a bag, though.
Yeah, you wonder, you know, all the memories they're going to make, you wonder if that will be one of them or not. And finally, the ref calls that foul there. There was contact all going up the court. Some of those players, maybe not the CREDO girls there, but some players know exactly how to do just enough to not get called, but really let their opponent know. But eventually, the ref made that call, and it was the right call.
Yeah, it was the right call. It's good hard work. And, you know, it was eventually she will force a turnover playing defense like that. Good shot by Kyra there.
Well done. Kaya gets it to Grace. Grace looks back. Oh, okay. Yeah. And That could just be what CREDO needs to get a spark going here. Still down by 11.
Well,
Okay.
talk so we can see if we're good still. Are we okay? Can you hear us? Yeah? Okay.
Okay. Just about. Oh, another scramble, but Julia ends up with it.
I was distracted there. Did CREDO just hit a three-pointer?
Yeah.
What a
Yeah.
big play.
So the offense continues from Parkland. Well done. 13-point game still. Interesting to note, though, that in the semifinals, Natalie trying to draw another foul, what she loves to do. In the semifinals, CREDO, I believe, was down by 9 at half and then ended up winning certainly double digits worth. Amazing. So as Grace comes up, well done. Yeah, calm in the face of adversity there and puts it away.
Yeah, so often you'll see that layup go up and it'll go off the backboard, especially when you're running full speed like that. She did a really good job controlling her pace there, stopping and just putting it in. As big collision, and that looks like three fouls now there on Grace, but she's gonna stay in the game. It's late in the third. And here's an open three for Julia. You don't want that.
And I don't know if you can see it in the camera, but the fans are standing up every time she takes it because it gets to a point where they just expect it to go in, and often it does. Hard work by Grace, but PICS ball.
Yeah, well, when you're playing like that, when you look at the rim, it changes the way the defense will play you. Big block.
Big block by Grace. CREDO coming up the court. They don't want to get too panicky or too desperate. Still a lot of time. Play their game. Georgia over to Grace, back out. And they find Micaiah for the three, just about. Good movement, though.
Very, very good ball movement. PICS is going to push the pace. Julia's got it at the top. She's going to swing it up to the high post to Lucy. A little bit of a fake, another big defensive play, and that is tough. That was a tough foul to take. She's got 4 now.
Grace will be happy to know that she can't be fouled out in volleyball, so look for her to play a lot of the game tomorrow.
Yeah, that is a positive for sure. Here's Lucy for her first of 2. And a little long with that one.
Subs should be coming in for CREDO. Oh, that's unfortunate for. Okay, yeah. Bit of a difference there that CREDO players expected to be able to sub in, but you don't sub in between fouls in Alberta, and so caught them a little bit off guard there.
Grace having 4 fouls. She didn't chase that rebound quite like she usually would, and PICS goes back and puts it in.
So Grace about to take some shots before she'll be subbed off. Hoping to get her team back in a little bit more.
Oh.
2 subs should be coming in, and Grace is the third that's supposed to be subbed. She's supposed to be shooting here.
They called that foul on the ground. I'm surprised about that one.
TSN turning point.
Let's see what they draw up here.
Natalie tries the 3, just about. Doing well to find those open players.
Coaches asked them to push the pace a little bit on those rebounds. They drop it into Julina. She gets her own rebound, kicks it out, and Esther will take the mid-range. And that rattles around and doesn't fall. Here comes Jenna. That was good backtrack by Julia DeVries. Jenna's going to drop it into Lucy, who will go into a wall. get it back, but that'll be CREDO ball.
Boy, whenever there's a CREDO ball going, or a CREDO girl going for that ball, there are two PICS players right on them. Coach Sue shooting, one of the coaches for CREDO, but also seeing 4 of her nieces play for the other team. What does she hope from this game? Tough to know. Nice try by Maddie.
CREDO could really use one of those threes to drop, and it might change the complexion here. Beautiful looking jump shot.
Very comfortable looking offensive work there by the PICS Penguins. CREDO looking to come back and respond. Kayla a little bit surprised she got that pass, but makes something of it still.
A lot of pressure there on defense. They've stuck with that man defense, and it's been difficult to play against. Here's Jenna. She's up top. Look at that, working hard on defense. But she's going to get to the key, kick it out. Esther looks to Kyra. Kicks it out to Jenna, who drops it back in. And Kyra's going to look to make a move here. She puts it up and just a little bit too strong.
You know, it's a heavy collision. 13.
You know, we couldn't really see what happened there. I couldn't. I'm a little shorter than you, but
yeah. I mean, these PICS players are, the PICS players are coming in really trying to pressure these. Okay. Yeah. Okay, we're getting some more technical. Well, you know what? By the end of the night, we might have this figured out.
Yeah. Oh, there's you can hear the reaction there on that shot from the PICS players. Jenna doesn't shoot a lot of threes, so they're pretty happy for her with that one.
Too bad. So this is, I'm interested to see what this fourth quarter brings. 21 points is likely too far to claw back, but these girls are used to being up and above their opponents, you know, after the first quarter, second quarter, third quarter. So this is some adversity that they're not too used to, but they still want to win this game, and so it'll be interesting to see how they respond in this fourth quarter.
Yeah, you know, both these teams have spent a lot of time winning this year, and this is a different place probably than CREDO's been most of the year, but let's see how they play in the fourth quarter. It's not impossible, and I know these kids, I can see that they're not going to give up if number 2's defense is any indication of the way they'll play the rest of this game. I don't expect anybody to let up.
Well, we really hope you've all been enjoying this as much as we have here. The atmosphere here is a lot of fun. It's just great to see so many people really enjoying the sport, enjoying these teams. The skills competition at half was a lot of fun, right? It's just a well-run tournament. So big shout out to PICS and the organizers there for being good hosts. It's just great to see that we can do these things again.
Yeah, this told me a year ago this would be where I am in a year. I've been very excited. At times this seemed like an impossibility, and you know what? This didn't come together a long time ago. Like, it was very much last minute, but I think that whoever came up with the idea to run this again this year and saw how important it would be for these kids to be able to do this, kudos to them.
Yeah, absolutely. Last minute is kind of my style, and so all right, 4 fourth quarter action coming to you from the Igloo. Parkland Penguins. You can see that mural there. It's been here since 1991, and I mean the stories that that mural could tell of all the sports events that have happened in this gym. Pretty neat. A lot of great players and a lot of great action that's happened in here. When I think of Parkland, I definitely think of that mural of all those ridiculous penguins.
Yeah, very much not threatening penguins. They're not doing a whole lot to scare you.
Grace hoping for the foul there, but again, running into height.
Yeah, it's really been the story of this game. It's been really tough for CREDO to work underneath the rims with this height disadvantage.
Well, and you kind of, after going through a full season of seeing Grace getting those time and time again in every game, you kind of think, it's only a matter of time before she really starts to put them on. Onto this team. And big collision there. Good to hear the respect from the crowd. That was quite a collision. Both tough girls that got up as quickly as possible. Really, that hard collision and both hitting the ground hard. A lot of concern from the crowd, but it looks like they'll be okay.
Yeah, it's a positive sign to see her get up like that so quickly after that collision. So she'll have to rest up, and it's good to see her back up.
Well, and at the end of the day, the score is nice and winning is nice, and enjoying the game is a little bit bigger, right? And if we can all do that safely and get out of here in one piece, and that's a really good thing too. So good to see she's okay.
That mid-range jumper by Janessa again. She does not miss it very often.
And again, one of the things I was impressed with the boys is the same thing with this girls team is the depth that this Parkland team has. Any girl can step in and just be so capable in defense, playing offense, working together as a team. The press, all of these girls have just had an incredible night. I had to have a hard time picking an MVP. I mean, Julie has hit a lot of threes, but by no means is she the only one that's contributing.
But a few of the girls playing, like Kyra, who just got injured, and Julina too under the hoop, like that size has made a big difference too. And now you see number 15, that's Eliana. She's their third string post, also approaching 6 feet tall. And she's in grade 10. Look at that.
Tough luck for Jenna there, but she does end up with it again.
Yeah, again, when you're going that fast, it's hard to have the delicate hands. Jenna sends it out to Esther. She looks for Janessa. Esther might take a three here. Just long, big rebound.
PICS retains the ball.
Oh, big steal, good job.
It's actually a really good point that you bring up because the defense that PICS has enjoyed from their posts, guarding on Grace and Miriam, and under that hoop has really contributed a huge amount for PICS, and so that MVP considerations for them would also, that has to be talked about.
PICS taking their time here, waiting for a good look. There's Eliana, she's a little short. Had to go over. Another good defensive play by Grace there.
Well done by Natalie. Hoping for the foul again. But PICS comes up the court.
Pace has slowed down a little bit here. As both teams, PICS gets the rebound there, sends it up to Jenna. Over to Esther, that's gonna be a 2, and she'll hit that.
With a long 2. Just as cool as you like, she steps up and drains it, right?
Yeah, she had a lot of big baskets in their provincial final, fourth quarter. Oh, there we go.
Natalie for the 3. This one, come on.
So a little short on that. Oh, great defense. Great way to stick with it.
While the boys were warming up, I had the chance to talk to some of the CREDO girls, how it was and how their day went, because it's a full day of laser tag and seeing the school, all sorts of things. And one of the common themes that they said was that they quickly became friends with the girls that they're with. And it's really neat to see that, after the game is over, they'll still have those friendships and be able to talk the game over and look forward to a volleyball game coming up.
Yeah, there's a, oh, wow. So she doesn't take a lot of threes, but obviously she's feeling it. That's Esther Stell. She's in grade 12, and she has just been lighting it up here, hitting everything.
Casey Leinhorst showing her toughness there. Yeah, some players after the collision that they would have had might hesitate to come in there with as much strength, but Casey decided no, she's going to continue on and muscle her way in. And there we go. Bit of a monkey off the back for CREDO as they get some points again.
We're on the mic. Trixie, you got anything to say?
No, nothing.
Hard fought. PICS ball.
Yeah, good rebound there, and Julia's going to push it up the floor. Esther, she's going to look to shoot again. She drops it in. And good fight there by Grace, and she's going to take it to the rim. All day, every day there. Oh, and she's just a little short.
Oh. She's all right. And that's it for Grace, unfortunately. That's her 5th, unfortunately.
It's a lot more collisions and battles than even what we saw from the boys here. These girls don't let up. They'll be physical and they'll be friends afterwards, right? That's as Tom mentioned. They're not going to stop battling, and nobody's been too seriously hurt so far, it looks like. But sometimes when you're in the heat of the battle, these collisions are going to happen.
So, Coach takes a timeout here. 6 minutes left, 29 points up, a very comfortable lead. And Grace is fouled out of the game. What's he telling his team now?
He's probably telling them to slow the game down. They're not going to be pressing anymore, I can't imagine. They'll look to get some, I think he'll probably play his grade 12s, try to get them some looks and finish out good and safe. Keep the pace relatively slow so you can keep the lead, and yeah, that should be able to wrap up this last 6 minutes. Still been a very entertaining game, a lot of fun moments, and hopefully these grade 12s can enjoy their last 6 minutes of basketball here.
Yeah, that's always a special thing when a coach has that chance in the last game to play the grade 12s. It's sort of their send-off, right? And a lot of these athletes have put in a number of years of training and practicing, a lot of practices, a lot of games.
And that's what he's done. That's his five grade 12s there on the court, and they're actually there's 6 of them, so one of them has to sit out.
Yeah, an interesting part for the CREDO team is only 3 grade 12s on the CREDO team, and so and so CREDO, wouldn't mind hosting a year from now when most of these girls are in grade 12, and they'll come with a whole lot of energy and experience that will really benefit them next year.
Yeah, no, that is. It's always fun to have a young team and spend 2 years developing them and looking to the future. So yeah, that's very exciting. And
wow. Oh, well done by Natalie. Surrounded by 3, but she did get right underneath it and was able to fight them all off. And just a little behind the back too, just for good measure. Finds Casey down low. Well done. Those are the baskets that CREDO's had a hard time getting. But Casey did well to get that one. And PICS says, well, anything you can do, we can do just as well.
yeah, they've been pushing the floor all game, and that's another thing about their bigs. That was Julina Hoeksma being the first one down the floor. You don't always see that from the post players.
Maddie Grimm stepping up to the line. Just about. Hard luck, but turns out to be a CREDO ball. Viewers will also be interested to know that Tyler has yet to pay me the 50 cents that we bet on. Disappointing, I suppose, but maybe unsurprising.
I'm waiting for an opportunity to get it back, maybe double it. I bet she passes the ball. You take it? Take it?
No good, no good.
Great defense there. Oh
Yeah, and that was a shove.
And that is their 6th grade 12. That's Haley. She came in for Julina.
Okay, yeah.
And in comes number 3. That is April Kippers, the younger sister of number 6, Lucy Kippers. She is in grade 10, and so she's getting a taste in this game here.
Good hustle by Casey, but PICS pulls it in.
Oh, nice.
Oh, I thought that there was some touch there, and I believe Lucy agreed with that, but I suppose the refs didn't, and so even though it's a 2/3 majority, the refs decision sticks. So no foul on the play.
I was wrong in my analysis. I thought they would pull the press off here, but they haven't done so. But look at her just break it, no problem, and draw a foul.
Yeah, maybe a little bit surprising because there has been a number of fouls now. PICS has quickly gotten up to 5 fouls now. Still pretty safe with a comfortable 29-point lead, but holding on to the press.
Yeah, maybe part of that is you don't want those grade 12s to keep working hard in the last 4 minutes of their last game. So maybe they prefer to run a little bit of pressure, keep the pace up a little bit.
And this one's short from Michaela. Yeah, those who have watched the CREDO girls play all year know that not quite on their game here, not quite gelling like they normally do, and a lot of that has to do with the caliber that they're playing against. But still, you know, I do want the Edmonton viewers to know that we haven't seen everything from the Kodiaks tonight. But hey, full credit to the Penguins. They've played incredibly well and with a ton of energy, never letting up and making their shots.
Yeah, and sometimes when you give up a few early threes, a girl kind of was on her game early and hit more than she'd used, and then also a little bit of foul trouble early. It puts you on a bad track to start, and then it's just too much for you to overcome, right?
Yeah, and that's the way the game goes. And the same thing with the guys' game that we saw, right? That in the end, CREDO came out 70 to 68, but a lot of us had the feeling that if those boys would play again, then PICS would win 70-68, right? And so it goes the way it goes. And tonight it's been Parkland's night for the girls.
Yeah, I did say that to somebody. I think if our boys teams played 10 times, they'd probably win 5.
Yeah.
It was that close all game long.
And the other games would be closer.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Just about had that pick set, but foul is called.
Thing about those fouls is that usually the person setting the pick, it's not their fault. The person with the ball needs to wait that extra second before they turn the corner.
Yeah, that's a good point. Michaela getting full use out of 2 picks from Georgia there. Pass it over to Micaiah. Casey drives, but oh wow. Wow. Casey showing that she is not going to give up. She does not want this game to be going the way it does, and so she's going to give everything she has and as the game winds down here.
Yeah, that is very, very impressive work there by her to try to gather that ball back. She rolled over top of the ball, hit the wall, and she got up and went back on defense like it was nothing.
Once again, those boys not doing much to protect. I hope they watch that over and see that, some lacking there.
If only that boy had some distinguishing feature that I could remember who it was.
Yeah, that one with the mullet and cowboy boots. It would be helpful if he did, yeah. He's a good guy.
Oh, I believe it. I'm a little fixated on the mullet. I love it. We actually had a grade 10 student came to me all upset this morning, and I asked him what was wrong, and he said he no longer had the best mullet in the school. And I said, it's okay, it's only temporary, don't feel so bad.
Yeah, that's, they've come back in a big way. For a couple of years, that guy and a number of the boys had cautious mullets, as I said. Right. Just flirting around with the idea, but now they're fully engaged.
Yeah, no, it looks like they've committed. That's good, it's good. Anybody who knows me knows that I've had a few hairstyles myself that I'm not totally proud of, so I won't say too much.
Well done by Georgia. Oh, it could have been fouled there, but refs elect to keep the play running. Ever go for the man button there, Tyler?
No, it was never long enough for that.
Kind of an opportunity missed there, I would say.
Yeah, I mean, it's never too late. I just need my wife to not look at me for about a year. I might be able to pull it off.
Tell her that I would cancel that bet if you if you do. So
financial incentive.
Indeed. Micaiah coming up. Good to see there's no quit from these girls. They want to play this game out and finish strong. Both sides really. Boy, there has been foul trouble for the Penguins. It mostly, to be honest, it's been pretty spread out.
Everybody's got one. Just
yeah, everyone has one.
Well, it's another advantage to depth, right?
Yeah. Kind of interesting to see that the girls are, at this point, laughing about this because not used to missing these foul shots, and hard luck. It can be a cruel game sometimes, and well, that's the way it goes.
There's Esther up to Lucy. She's gonna hit Julia. She's gonna attack the lane and kick it back out to Julia Dorton. And she drops it into Lucy, who goes up and just about rattles in, but she just misses.
Hit the rim about 7 times before it stepped out.
There we go.
Maddie goes for the 3. Oh, and yet that looked good.
A lot of them have looked good. A lot of them have.
Nice to see.
Yeah, and there's Esther Stell getting taken off, grade 12. Great ovation from the crowd. She's played an amazing game and had an awesome high school career. Here's Julia.
Well, mentioned Janessa always having a smile on her face, but I believe she had the same thing, Esther. A big smile as the crowd cheered her on.
Oh, and Julia looking for 3. She has taken full advantage of this last game, getting all her shots in. Just didn't bank it in. Here's still some tight defense here. Great take. Oh, big block.
A good drive by Georgia, though. Still, great to see that she's going to want to get in there and push it as well.
That's Julina Huxama, another senior, coming off to a big ovation. Again, great game for her today and awesome high school career. The coach doing something very cool here. He's getting all the seniors off one at a time so they can each get their own ovation.
Very, very neat. It is also a CREDO tradition, perhaps. You know, the way the game's going, it's quite possible the girls have just said, "Coach, just play it out," and you know, we'll remember the provincial banner that we earned together.
Yeah, and I'll bet you 50 cents that he didn't give himself enough time to get this done. Needs a whistle.
You know what? I'd like to see it, so I'll take the bet.
All right.
I mean, I'd like to see the man bun as well, but you know, this might be more realistic here.
Yeah. You see, PICS might need to throw it out of bounds or something to get a sub in here. Big rebound there by CREDO. Good back pressure there by Julia. The little boy almost got run over, but he's safe. And just hits the back rim again. Another shot that just looked really good from our vantage point. Here, CREDO sizing up this defense, and they're going to keep attacking here. Great spin move, great help defense there, but I don't think that she was quite stopped. And we're going to get the other seniors off here. He did not do it one at a time, which I think makes me the winner of this bet.
Yeah, that's all right. You girls, you've earned it.
Just shows you how special this extra game really was to all these kids, right?
Yeah.
Just that extra opportunity to play. Volleyball players are going to feel that tomorrow too. By Eliana, and Jenna's just going to dribble this out. She's not going to look to shoot anything, and great game, great job by everybody. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
Thanks for joining with us. Tonight it was Parkland's night. Parkland 63, CREDO 35.